is already mentioned by the by Nikola Tesla. He said once, if you only knew the magnificence of the number 369, then you will have a key to the universe. That means the 369, and also 369 is about recreation. This is a gold structure. It's like one original, and that extend to 2 points, and it has his own direction and force and order together. And if you see our Power of Three program, we have three different groups, and in each group we have three programs. So you can see it's really a fantastic mathematic formula. And I would just say, if I go back a little bit, when I remember, as Marcus introduced us in the Healy, in the Red Dot app, the first one in the bioenergetic support, there's one program called Coherence, and then it's coming out later on a well-being. It's about body, mind, or think, mind, and spirit. It's three program, and now it's coming out the Power of Three, and you have 9 in there. So it's 1, 3, and 1, 3, and 9. It's also a mathematical formula. So I think Marcus has in his mind already how to create and to let us use it, because as you know, everything what we have in the Healy, or the program what we have, it's to let your body, mind, and soul to come together, united and neutral, not too much, not too less, not too high, not too low. It's put your mind, body, everything back in one. And like coherence, the program. Coherence means we are on the same energy level. So that's why the program, the Power of Three, is so phenomenal to use it. And how to use it correctly, let me explain to you, and maybe then in the slides I prepared for you, we can go a little bit deeper. And what's here is we have in the Power of Three group, the first group, the first line is a bioenergetic rebalance. The second group, we call it universal frequency, and the third one is digital Ayurveda, and it's also three. And this is not only here existing. Actually, when we go back, when you in the Asian region, there's the Buddhist temple or a Tao temple, and always when you come in to the entry, and you will see three Buddhas, it also means three. So the number three is also existing in the Christian here, like Trinity is also one. And also in India, trigonas like Ayurveda, Kapha, Pitta, Vata is also three. So the number three and extend to 6, and with 3 plus 6, then together 9. So this the energy what's in the Power of Three. So yeah, and as I mentioned before, in the Chinese tradition, we have the Tao, the original one, and it's extend to yin and yang. Yin and yang, this is the polarization, energy polarization to back and forth. And that's why it's also like we say here, 369 is also a recreation, is coming, is circling. And yeah, and the 9 programs in the Power of Three is 3 times my 3, so we have 9 together. And you can use it as you want, actually, but according to Marcus, it's better to give yourself 9 weeks long to try 9 programs. That means how to use it correctly. So the first group from the Power of Three, use it on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on each one. Just only one program for one day. Okay, the first group on the first program on Monday, and the first group, the second program on Wednesday, and the first group, the third one on Friday. And use it 3 weeks. And after that, use the second group one. So the second group, the first one, the second one on Wednesday, and third one on Friday, and also 3 weeks long. And the last group, the third group, the digital Ayurveda, also on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and also use it 3 weeks, and totally in 9 months. And you know that everything will come together. It's like your mind, your body and soul, your intellectual and your emotion, your physical, everything come together in one when you use it 9 weeks. And also during that 9 weeks, you can use also another as you wish, our Healy program in the Red Dot app. You can use it, but I would suggest just less is already enough. Don't use it too much. Like we also the direction every day, maximum 3 times when you in connect with the wizards. So it's also a number 3. That means we are always about 3, 6, 9. Everything together is also explained in the solfeggio frequency is also 6, 9 around it. We cannot get out because everything is like a gold cycle. Yeah. And also, from Dr. Lina, as we know, the gold cycle is also, it's 3 points. It's important. The pure at first and the energy and relax is also a triangle. So what we have here is it's like a bioenergetic rebalancing. Everything come back harmonized and to be the same frequency, harmonization, balancing what we are talking of it at Healy. And we come into the first group. Let's see our the slide I prepared for you. So the power of 3 here is again to let you know how to use it. It's designed for 9 weeks protocol in total. And it's explained a little bit also about Ayurveda, what it means. And by the first group here is the bioenergetic rebalance. And we found here the rebalance means after, I call it, or Marcus called it an event. Everything what around us is like an event. And sometimes we are struggling in there, and our physical, intellectual, mental, and emotional are not out of balance. And now the bioenergetic rebalance, we rebalance everything back to come to the neutral, to the first beginning. So that is the what that's for. This power of 3, the first group is the rebalancing energy to let the event what it's how what's outside happen. And with if this you are out of the balance, and then you need to come back to your original form. Like here we have in the first group the conflict balance, defense, support, friendly flora. And the friendly flora is more explained like in us we have millions and trillions of bacteria in us, which it's living in like a synergy with us. And we are also dependent on that, sometimes without us. And the friendly flora is actually let this energy, this bacteria in us to be harmonized, also to be balanced, and let when in us, with us, everything neutralized, everything balanced, and our energy coming out is also balanced. And we also we send out this energy to outside, to outside of around us. And also they can feel this energy, because everything is about energy, what Nikola Tesla said. Also every frequency is everything. We're sending out this neutral, balanced, and harmonized frequency out to our surround us, and they will also receive this energy. And when they receive this energy, they are also in the same energy level like us, because they are influenced by our energy. So, and actually we send out, when we neutralize, when we balance and harmonize, we're sending out the love energy to around us, and they will receive this love energy. When they receive it, then send out also. So we influence every individual around us. It's like as I know, Marcus want, if in the future his biggest wish is to have 1 million Healy members with Healy devices, and everyone turn on the same time the coherence program to influence each other. When 1 million Healy devices turn on and start the coherence program together. And you will see this influence from 1 million 1 million Healy devices, or from 1 million Healy members, family members, and then they can actually send more, and let more people come in, let more people feel this frequency. Okay, so that's why it's very important. If you need to be first balanced in inside, and use the outside will be also sending out the balanced energy. Yeah, and then we coming to the next slide. The universal frequency, as you can see here, is the classical physical and classical energetic. And then the SAPA protocol is more here for important for the SAPA protocol is actually by Dr. Huda Clark. She intervenes like sub away the bacteria, parasite, fungus, and virus side. So when they also in us, they're coming from us. We don't know when they're coming to us, but when they are in us, and we also neutralize, balance them, and harmonize them, and this parasite can go away, or to stay in friendly way in us. Don't let something happen in our body. That's why the SAPA protocol is very important. And when you use the way what Marcos want us to use it, like 9 weeks long, and each program group for 3 weeks, and when you use it, the second stage, like the universal frequency and the SAPA protocol on the end, and also 3 weeks long every Friday, and you will see your body will coming back slowly. You need to learn, let our body learn this energy, receive this energy, and transform to the base side, this frequency. That's why it's very important you use it slowly and not too much. But if you wish, it's actually good. But when you use too much, your body will let you know, oh, you have too much energy already. Please stop it. And what we always say, if you feel you have too much the energy what coming from Healy, then the best way is drink a lot of water. And also, if you have a chance, go out a little bit, have a little bit of sunshine. And also, the third step I always recommend: get out on the ground, take out your shoes, socks, and let your body contact with the Mother Earth to release some energy, heavy energy from your body, out of your body. When this heavy frequency or heavy frequency, out of your body, and your body will be purely, and the energy what comes from Healy will recharge you, reform you, and your body is whole with the pure energy. There's no something back anymore inside. Okay, and then we coming to the third really big group. This is the digital Ayurveda, and it's talk about Kapha, Pitta, and Vata, and this is the very old Indian tradition medicine, and this is what here I will try to explain to you why is this so important. The Pitta, Kapha, Pitta, and Vata. Kapha is more like a substance which holds use connectiveness of our cell, whereas Pitta is strongly energized, and the Vata is more movement. So I will let you see what I prepare for you here. So here you can see the Kapha is more in the when you see in the very Chinese traditional Chinese medicine that we're calling here 5 elements, and here you can see that the Kapha introduce one or two of these element is the water and earth, and we have a Pitta is more on fire and water, and the third one, the Vata, is more in the ether and air. And here you can see these 5 elements are aligned together. They need to they have to be circling like this, because when they're circling like this and function as existing these 5 elements together, then your body can be balanced, harmonized in one, and very neutral and with high energy. So we cannot existing without anything of this. So it's like the either the fire, the water, earth, and air. So air is everywhere. Not only the air, what we know, in our body is existing also air. So like in every blood channel is also air inside. So no, not really, but we see it's air. So these 5 elements need to be aligned together in one, and they have their own structure, how to run the circling. When if one is missing or one energy is too low, and use now the power of 3, what Marcus here give us this gift, and you use it, and everything here will be aligned and recharged and powerful, and they existing is their own circling. And we come back a little bit to see. So here, the kappa is more balanced. When you imbalance, everything here is like you have smooth skin, and you be patient and steady and supportive. And if the pitta is balanced, there is a perfect digestion, precise, direct, and outspoken also. And when it's vata is imbalanced, that means you are very creative, you are very energetic and flexible. That's the old program. What the power of 3 here for us. So use it cleverly and wisely, and after 9 weeks, you will feel totally changed. When you use this, the power of 3 after 9 weeks, you will see, oh, your body is fulfilled and neutralized, harmonized together in one. So thank you so much, Frank. That's the introducing the power of 3 to everyone. I hope they know a little bit about the background and how to use it correctly. Thank you so much. The microphone gets back to you, Frank.
Danke, Michael. Thank you very much, Michael, Chen. Michael, let me ask you a couple of questions, because a lot of people always ask me, and I saw one or the other chat in the question in the chat as well. As this is a 9 weeks program,
yes.
Monday, Friday, Wednesday, 9 weeks.
Yeah.
What to do after 9 weeks?
Oh, you can do what you want, like normal usual life. You can use continuously the Healy program, or you can start again over. If you feel something, I'm still not balanced enough in that area, I can restart it, or use only one of these, because you have already done the cycle, and you can just take one of these and say, okay, this energy may make good for me now, because when your body is balanced, harmonized, and it will actually talk to you, you can listen to your body, and the body will tell you, hey, please do vata for me. Then you just click the vata. Sometimes I also don't know which program I should use for today, but I just close my eye and click one, and then say, okay, this program may the best for me today.
We will have very soon a little help for you if you're not so easy like Michael, closing your eyes and you know what program you want. The Power of 3 will also be available in the Healy Analyze app, so in what you call sometimes the Blue Dot app. So hopefully it's already closing the testing right now. So hopefully from next week on, it will be also in the Analyze app, so you can get some guidance from there too. Michael, another question I have is, when you do the cycle of 9 weeks and you use the Power of 3 programs, what about other Healy programs?
Oh, you still can use another, so there's no worry about it. But I say less is already good. Don't use too much, because when you use too much, your body will let you know, oh, it's already too much. Please don't put too much.
Yep. Okay, I think I don't know if it's only on my side, but I think there he is again. Sorry, the connection is breaking up a little bit.
Okay, sorry.
And just an information for all of you, the Power of 3 is available if you don't have them in your professional or in your resonance. The Power of Three program group is available in the shop for lifetime purchase until the end of December. In January, it will then be only available as a subscription. So, Michael, thank you very much for being here. I have one more request from the people in the shop. Let me ask you one more question and then my request comes. So
Sure.
what would you recommend for the Power of Three? Using it with the cables or coil, or what would you say?
So I will use with the cables first.
Yeah.
Will be better because you have directly energy from Healy coming to your body. You have to feel this frequency first, and then after that, like you have the first week we connect with cable. The second week when you go on continue the same group, you can use a coil to feel the difference.
Okay, thank you very much for that. And we have a lot of requests in the chat to repeat the 9-week protocol in the chat. So maybe you can list the 9-week protocol in the chat for everyone.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Michael, for staying up late and joining us here in the region of Europe and the or Americas. I'm not only saying United States because very soon Canada will join the Healy World family as a completely open market. So thank you very much, Dr. Michael Chen.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Sean. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so that was Michael Chen with the Power of Three program group. And I hope you can enjoy this program group as much as you might enjoy other Healy programs. Now we're coming to the next part of today's webinar. And I have to say it's a question I'm getting a lot, or a lot of people always ask me, what do I do with the devices I'm getting from Fast Start or I can earn during a promotion? And you know, the easy way is always selling them, making some quick money, but then you have sold the device, you got some money, and you're done, basically. But there are so many other ways how you can use those devices and how you can benefit from them over a long period of time, using them to build your business. And of course, everybody does that a little bit differently. You know, everybody has a different way of doing that. And I invited for our APAC webinar this morning a great personality from our Australia market. He's currently residing in Tasmania, but I thought it would be really beneficial. And for him, it's 3 o'clock at night right now, 3:30 at night. So I was lucky enough to record his webinar from this morning. And I really want to share this with you because I think it's also great to hear sometimes from a completely different region how they do it. And he's really a great guy. He's our vice president in Australia. His name is Zach Dean. And I can only tell you, listen to what he has to say. He has an awesome energy. He has great ideas and great inspiration for hopefully all of you. And he gives you hints in the recording what to do in the chat. So let's pretend he's live online and participate in that and enjoy the information and the share Zach Dean did with us today. So here's our Vice President from Australia, Zach Dean.
It's an honor. And Dr. Michael, thank you so much. I want to ask you guys a quick little question. Let's get the energy high vibe up in here. This is all an energy game at the end of the day. I want to ask you guys a question. Put a yes into the chat if you've had a positive impact from Healy in your health. It's helped pain or anxiety or sleep or some kind of digestive. Please put a yes into the chat if you've had a personal transformation, some kind of result that you've experienced with the Healy, right? So let's get the yeses going. Let's get the yeses going. And I want to secondly ask you guys a question. Put a yes into the chat if you've shared Healy with someone. So you've sold a Healy, someone's bought a Healy from you, and then they've had a transformation. So not just you having a transformation, but someone else having a transformation. Put a yes into the chat too. Look at these yeses. Can you look? All those S's is all the people they've helped. It's amazing. So, and then secondly, who here, just really on a more of a deeper level, who here is so committed to keep sharing Healy, to keep making an impact, like all these yeses, all these lives? Who here is committed please put a yes into the chat to continue sharing Healy and to continue making an impact. Because this energy that you're sharing right now, this energy that I'm feeling from you guys, this is why we are here. This is the heart of Healy, the results, the community, the impact, the ripple effect. You at home right now, wherever you are, wherever you're listening, you are part of this. And we all have not just an opportunity anymore, but a responsibility. Look at these yeses. Yes. Yes. This is amazing. Keep the yeses coming. So today I want to share with you, a bit of my story, how I got into this, why I love Healy, and to give you some ideas and to give you a bit of a strategy and a plan on how you can impact more people using these extra devices. As you can see here, I've got these beautiful Healys around my neck, right? This is German engineering at its finest. Yes. And I personally believe, this device is changing the world. And so the more that we share it, the more that we impact people. But let's come back to like the how. How do we do this? I want to share a bit of my story. I'll take these off just in case they kind of fall off. Got the coil and everything going. So when I first saw Healy, guys, I was actually quite skeptical. I'd been in the health and wellness industry, studied nutrition, met some amazing health mentors, and I was still quite skeptical because I'd never heard about it, right? It was new. Sometimes things that are new can be a little bit scary. So I then got my questions answered and I became a raving fan, right? I used the Healy, I did the scans. It's helped me with anxiety. It's helped me with my sleep, my dreams. It's reduced injuries that I've had for over 10 years. Literally within a couple of sessions, 80% of the pain just disappears. And it's brought my body out of pain and suffering and into more performance, right? Better results, and then into possibility. How awesome is it that we're bringing people out of pain and into possibility? And so with that, I then thought I'd share the Healy, right? If I'm going to have a result, I want to share it with other people. And I've shared it with, hundreds and thousands of people over the last couple of years. December 4, 2019, it's coming up in a couple of weeks, my anniversary, 2-year anniversary. And I can just say, wow, what a journey, what a trip. And I'm so grateful every single day to be able to get up and to find contribution in conversations and to share and to give. And when we can get out of our own mind and when I get out of my own way, I can contribute, and it's such a beautiful experience, regardless of all the economic stuff going on the outside. The inside for me is so bright, and I love sharing that, and I'm so grateful. Thank you to Marcus and the corporate team and our team. It's just getting started. It's been such a beautiful journey. And so, yeah, my intention today is to share with you a way that you can share Healy in a way that can impact more people. And so we're going to talk about leverage. And for those of you who don't know what leverage is, for example, in the beginning, when you share Healy, you're starting out. You might not know what to do, but it's the metaphor I give it. It's like you're getting a plane off the runway. Your plane is stagnant. It's on the runway. You're like, how do I do this? To how do you get it off the runway and into the air and into momentum? And it's a similar analogy as like if you have a big boulder, and the boulder, by pushing it by yourself, that's really hard. To push a massive boulder is really, really heavy. But if you got a couple of people, a couple of team members, and you got a bit of leverage, you put a big stick or a big piece of metal in between the boulder on the ground, and you pulled it and leveraged it, you could actually move the boulder. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? And so that's what I want to talk about today. How do you create more energy? How do you bring more energy to your business and to help more people in a shorter period of time? So I like being in multiple places at the same time. And I'm going to share with you a strategy on how to do that. And this is a really cool, just an example. The one person I sent a Healy from Australia to Japan for a couple of weeks. I went to Japan through a health event. It then went to the US. This is like before it even opened. Don't tell anyone. And it did the circuits amongst a whole bunch of people there. And then it went to Canada, and then it went to Mexico, obviously dodging the postman. And from that, 10 people got started in the first short little while. And from that 10, another 100 people got started in a short period of time. Now, 100 people might not seem like a lot of people, but out of those 100 people, how many of them do I know? One. That's leverage. Connecting with one person that might know 10 people, and those 10 people might know another 10 people, and they know another 10 people. And then that kind of starts this ripple effect. And that's the beautiful thing about this business model of network marketing. It's not who you know, it's who other people know. And so that's really what today's all about. And I want to share with you a little bit more about this. But to bring it into perspective, you know, it hasn't always been, I guess, I've had a lot of struggles, right? Growing up in primary school, in high school, I absolutely hated school. I didn't fit in. I was picked on. I was teased. I was bullied. I literally, my belief system, my inner dialogue was, don't ask any questions. I never asked any questions in high school because I always cared about other people's opinion. And I was always, distracting myself with food or computer games and escaping reality. And so we all in our lives, right, even today with this economic stuff that's going on, there's things that we do to escape reality, I know. And on top of that pressure that I had internally, and I wasn't fitting in at school and I wasn't getting good grades, I had family drama. I had mental illness that was in my family. There was like addiction in my family, and that separated there was no family unit. Let's just put it that way. And so that put extra pressure, extra kind of stress to then distract myself with unhealthy habits. And one of my first mentors actually told me, I told him this story. I'm like, look, I've got all this drama, I've got these challenges. And I was like, it's all this stuff's happening outside of here. And I'm feeling this really, you know, the heaviness of what's going on, the anxiety and overwhelm. And my mentor said to me, he goes, never let your external environment impact your internal environment. They're completely two different worlds, two different things. And the only way they can be impacted upon is by you choosing and changing your perspective. And so in that moment, I realized that I was letting the outside stuff, outside noise, the outside stories impact my internal belief and internal dialogue and internal voice, I call it. And so very quickly in that, I was like, okay, I'm going to start shifting that up. That means that I'm in control of the noise and in control of my own destiny, so to speak. And so right now in your life, what noise, what story are you buying into, so to speak? Is it the news? Is it online? Is it this? Is it that? What's going on for you? And I want you guys to put into a chat if today you're committed to minimizing the noise and starting to expand and shine your light again. Shine your confidence, shine your voice, right? Start really following your path. Please put a yes into the chat if you're ready to minimize the noise, that chatter from the world, and to start really turn the light switch back on for your own vision and your own path. So please put a yes into the chat. And so that's what I want to challenge you guys to do today, because with that background that I have, and I'm sure you guys have amazing, powerful, inspiring stories as well, but just know that because of those experiences, I used those stories as fuel. Some people use those stories as a way of putting more pressure on, more rocks on their life. I use these stories as more fuel for the fire. And so that got me fired up. And so from there, you know, I did some acting, I did some presenting, TV presenting, went to America, had a YouTube channel, did those amazing things. So when I saw Healy, actually at the time, I had a lot of debt. I had a lot of confusion about my future as well, because I was working a job and doing some Uber driving. I was like, you know, I never thought I'd ever get back into network marketing, so to speak. But I kind of sent it out to the universe and God, and I was like, the only way I'd get back into this industry would be if there was a product that was backed up by so much science, right? So much science. I don't like convincing people. I just want the science to do the talking. And I want something, a product that is so different. It's a blue ocean, right? There's no competition. And I was like, yeah, right, that will never happen. And then 3 months later, my friend Jamie told me about Healy, and I was blown away. I was like, wow. And so from that moment, I told 50 people. I bought one within the first week or so of researching it. I bought one in my first month. I told 50 people. Social media messages, texts, meeting up with people at parks. I'd go to friends' gatherings or barbecues, and there'd be like multiple people around the park or around a dinner table or coffee meetings. I rounded up my friends for a sunrise session. They never got up for a sunrise. And I was like, this is a frequency device. This is a blow your mind. They all came and saw it. And I just rounded up like 50 or 60 people that I shared Healy with. And out of those 50 or 60 people, 6 people bought the Healy. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is amazing. And that was incredible, right? That was like so cool. I was like, oh my God, I think I can do this. So anyway, I got a fast start. Back then, 3 device sales, similar to now, 3 sales in the first month. As a member, you get a free fast start, so you get another device. And so that device arrived, and my friend Brandon, he had some connections in the US. So, and other countries, actually other countries, maybe I can't say that, but we sent these devices to influencers, health practitioners, health facilitators, people that had networks. So we ended up using this device to go and communicate to other people. So we were in 2 places at one time. And so that was really cool. And on New Year's Eve, this is funny because it's in December next month, New Year's Eve 2019, we went to a party, a white party, a sober party, and Brandon and myself, we sat at the party and we scanned everyone. We had this extra device, we had other devices, and we said, hey, let's do some scanning. We scanned hundreds of people that night. We put ourselves into environments where there were more people and we could actually access their network. And so within the first, literally within 30 days of even having the Healy, we had it scanned and treated and like had this amazing network. And so from that, he got his fast start. And then my friend Alex Lamba, I was committed to drive from Manly Beach to Bondi Beach to do his events. He was doing yoga events and business masterminds. So we were scanning everyone and treating everyone and showing Healy. And so I helped him with the fast start. I helped my mum with the fast start. And now she uses the Healys for her practice, before clients, after clients, or in between sessions. And also, so, you know, the benefit of having more devices. And Alex went to Bali with Taryn and Max and Thomas, and they created this amazing community over there, and they utilize and share their Healys and extra Healys with everyone. So, you know, for me, I think getting that extra device is a confidence booster. For me, it built my belief and it allowed me to have another device where I could say, hey, why don't you try it out for a little while? And so what do we do? So from there, you know, I personally have a Healy. I believe everyone should have 2 Healys, one with the coil, one with the wrist straps, right? When I'm at the gym training, I don't want the wrist straps. I want the coil in my pocket. And then afterwards or before the gym or in my office, in my car, in the lounge room, right? I'm always, or even before bed, I leave on with the ear clips. I've got multiple Healys with the other attachments so that it's easier to, I guess, use the Healy for my own transformation. And so, yeah, that's really a big part of it. And so how do I use the Healy now and having a few extra devices, what do I do with them? Whatever you do, don't leave it in the cupboard, right? Don't leave it in the drawer. You want to start utilizing. Think of these extra Healys that you have as another team member, right? As another team member that can be out there sharing the message, helping impact more people. So this is a way of leverage, as we were saying. Let's go back to my point here, is leverage. How do you get your plane off the ground? How do you get the boulder to start moving? Is leverage. It's teamwork. And so by utilizing these, when I do events, so here moving to Tasmania, I know no one. I've moved to a brand new market. If there's anyone in Tasmania, please let me know. But I did an event, and I think 12 or so people rocked up, which was great for our first one. And there was 3 people that were there early. So I have 3 Healys personally for myself. And so during the beginning of the presentation, I actually leant and did a quick scan. And I said to them, I say, hey, what's your biggest health challenge right now? He goes, oh, I'm feeling a bit tired. Okay, energy. So I gave one to my friend for energy. My other friend had sore eyes from working on the computer. So I gave him the eye program. And the other one had, I think, anxiety. So I put the anxiety program. So before the event had even started, I had a Healy in 3 people's hands because I had 3 Healys. And I was able to then show them the Healy and give them an experience, and they felt better. And then during the presentation, I was like, hey, Bob, hey, Sally, hey, Sam, how are you feeling from the Healy? And they were then the testimonial for the event, the extra testimonials in life, real testimonials, right? So that's really cool. The other part of it is then after the event finished, there were 3 other people that wanted to try the Healy. So those 3 Healys then got to work. I then said, okay, thanks, Bob, Sam, and whatever, Charlie. I then grabbed the Healys and I connected it with 3 other people. And so I'm always making sure that these Healys are working for me. And whether it's for my own health or for my business or my events or when I'm going to see people or on these webinars, right, waving around my bling bling, there's always room to be utilizing this. So bringing it back to another example is, my friend that had traveled all around from my fast start, had traveled all around the globe, reaching all these amazing people. And from that, those 10 people that she shared it with, they've then shared it with another 100 people. And then imagine in the next 12 to 24 months, right? Those 100 people might share it with, it might end up being another 1,000 or 2,000 people. And how many of them do I know? Zero. I think that's the biggest challenge. Most people think like, oh, I need to know hundreds and thousands of people. No, you don't. You just need to know a small group of people and ask, who do you know? And ask for referrals. So if this is helpful, guys, please put a yes into the chat. So just realize that I want you guys to think bigger, think beyond what you're currently thinking about. Know that, yes, it's important to fill your own cup up and utilize the Healy to have this transformation. And what I share to the team now is the system is easy. The system's so easy. Utilize your story, right? What is your story? What is your transformation? You all said yes, that you had a health transformation, or you knew someone that had a transformation, right? So we all have a story. Now, when we share our story to enough people, there's going to be people that say yes, and there's going to be people that say no, and there's going to be people that say, what are you talking about? What is frequency therapy? So what you do is you share your story, you create some curiosity, and you say, hey, can I send you this? Or can I connect you with my sponsor? Or, hey, Zach, this crazy guy in Tasmania, he can share some information. Do you want to chat to him? And then you can connect those people that are curious in with the information. So it's important to know your story and start sharing it with people, and just be unattached. Just be unattached by the outcome. You share it because as you saw those yeses, just by those yeses, you know that this is changing people's lives. Whether people buy Healy or not, this is making a ripple of change and impacting people's lives, forever. So this is, yeah. I hope this is making sense to you guys. And I just want to really distill that as leaders in this, and those of you that are trained, that are wanting to continue to keep sharing Healy, which is most of you, is that what if we created a system that guaranteed, that was a proven system to help every single person that bought a Healy, if they want to share it, if they want to get their fast start, that we created a system to help people get their fast start in that first month. So that's really my vision. That's moving forward. Yes, I want to have tens of thousands of people in my team and do all these other amazing things financially. But what really makes me excited is helping the next person that says yes to Healy, and helping you at home, working from home, right? I work in my pajamas every day. I love it. Wherever you want to do working Healy, you say, hey, I want to start sharing Healy and help you get your fast start, at least your fast start in your first 30 days, transferring from a customer to a member. And so that's really my hope for you, is that you can start leveraging these devices. My friend Iggy here in Tasmania, I lent him one of the devices. He was so excited. He didn't have the money to buy the Healy straight away. I said, no worries, man. I could feel your heart, his passion. I don't lend these out to everyone, but I lent it to Iggy. Guess how many people he shared Healy with? He did scans with people before he bought. So it took him like a month to save up. He then had already scanned about 50 people. See, it's those people that are out there right now who are looking for an opportunity, who are looking for a way of changing his family, like changing their family. He has a kid, another kid on the way. He's like 28, 27 years old, and he wants to make a difference for his family. And so there's people out there, and that's including you guys, that want to make a difference. And we do that by leverage. You don't have to chat to 1,000 people. That is exhausting. Chat to 10 people and help those 10 people, chat to 10 people and help those 100 people, chat to 10 people each. This is about leverage. Working hard, but more so smart. So my wish to you guys is you start utilizing the Healys for leverage, that you start thinking bigger. And maybe that one person, maybe you have 3 or 4 Healys that you lend out to some people. Maybe you lend 3 Healys out to people and only one of them does anything. But maybe that one person that does something ends up opening up Canada, opening up Mexico, opening up South America, right? You never know the power of one conversation. And so I just want to leave you with one last comment, is to say that, we are all one conversation away from changing our lives for the better. One conversation, maybe finding our partner, right? Our ideal dream partner. We're one conversation away from that. We're one conversation away with ourselves in the mirror to say, hang on a minute, I want to start really going to the gym, eating better, utilizing my Healy more. Or we're one conversation away from someone on social media or picking up the phone or making that effort to someone saying yes to Healy and transforming, opening the market, building, the next movement of game changers within this. So hopefully this goes with you. Hopefully you guys have been taking notes, and that I can add some more value to you guys later down the track. But utilize your Healys. Utilize these because these can change your life. You can change other people's lives. Continue to make an impact in the world. Thank you guys so much.
Well, thank you very much, Zach, Dean. And, for me, it's always so inspiring to listen to one of our leaders. And I hope you enjoyed the shares of Zach and, of course, of Michael from our APAC region. So to end today's webinar, I have two more things for you. Number one is, don't forget our Blockbuster November promotion, which is, of course, still running. So have a look at this. Yeah, and as Zach already said it, even that the Kickstart part of the Blockbuster promotion is over, it ended on November 11th, you still have the same possibilities to earn by selling 2, 3, 4 devices to earn an upgrade to professional or earn a free device for sharing, what Zach just said. And so use that, but that's not all. Because as you all know, today is Black Friday. So we have the November Blockbuster promotion for you to earn a benefit for yourself and to make it even easier to sell those 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, how many devices. To make that easier for you, we have the November Black Friday promotion for you. And the Black Friday promotion is sell a Healy Professional for the price of a Healy Resonance. Yes, you heard correctly. You order in the shop a Professional, and at the checkout, the price will be changed to the price of a Healy Resonance. The Professional includes the Power of 3 program you just heard about. It includes our personal coach, even the Success Coach module, which is also brand new. And the promotion started today and will end on November 30th. So it's a whole Black Friday week for us. And as another benefit, everybody who already purchased a Resonance in November will receive as a free gift the upgrade to Professional as well. This will be automatically installed and displayed on your app when you do an upgrade. Give us a few days to update all the orders, but this is an additional gift, an additional Black Friday week gift for all of you. So in combination, the Black Friday offer with the November Blockbuster promotion, having benefits for our customers buying that. But of course, you as a member can buy now also a Resonance, a Professional, and get it for the price of a Resonance. So as you saw probably earlier, make it November to remember and use this promotion as great leverage. Also something we learned from Zach in his presentation. And I can only say, enjoy the rest of the months. Slowly, the end of the year and Christmas is approaching. I hope you, especially in America and in Canada, you had, I wish you a belated Thanksgiving. I know it was yesterday, but I hope the wishes are still valid. Enjoy this great weekend, and I hope to see you not only on a webinar, but hopefully also live somewhere in this around the planet. Take good care of yourself and see you soon again, and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.